Hey everybody, it's Paul again with rcFoamFighters. We pretty much completed our prototypes of the F15 model, and we're pretty happy with the way the foam board actually performed. I think it makes a pretty good model for an affordable price. So we're going to expand on that idea, and I think our next project I wanted to do a kind of an RC reenactment of the what the Department of Defense had between the F-22 and the YF-23 planes for the Advanced Tactical Fighters. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to make 2 more models using this foam board material, and I'm going to start doing it in AutoCAD. I'm going to do the designs in AutoCAD, create the models with foam board, and we're going to try and fly them back to back to see how each of them perform, and then compare what we like about them and what we don't. So let's get started and see how it goes. Okay, we're back here at my computer where I've been busy getting ready and drawing the plans for the Foam Fighter 22 and the Foam Fighter 23. I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of kind of the process I go through to develop these plans. Usually I try to go on the internet and I try to find or download pictures or drawings of the real aircraft, as you can see here. And I use those to develop the basic shape of the model. I try to stick as close as I can to the real aircraft for the basic shape. But as I know in doing the model, I know that we can't really have everything exactly scale because of the materials we're using and because of this is an RC aircraft, so we have to make some adjustments as we're building the plan. So usually with the aircraft that I like to design for RC, I usually oversize the air ducts to make sure we're getting plenty of air through to the prop that's usually near the back of the plane. So I like to have a nice big air duct to let the airflow go through. And sometimes all the shapes or the angles of the surfaces are kind of hard to get, so they won't be 100% scale looking, but I think they'll be a pretty good representation of what the actual aircraft will be. Once I get the basic plans done, then I go about trying to size the pieces and parts so they'll fit properly on the material we're using. So in this instance, we're going to be using the 20 by 30 inch foam board. So I usually figure out the spacing on a 20 by 30 inch square or rectangle, and I start laying out my pieces and parts on there of how it's going to be laid out, so when I get ready to cut. All these little blue rectangles here, those represent the 8 by 10 sheets that I'm going to be printing out to make the templates on paper. A little bit later in this video I'm going to show you how that's all laid out and cut, and we start out from there. But anyway, here's kind of the Foam Fighter 15 basic design that I used to start with, and I kind of use that same theory and sizing and stuff like that to develop the F-22 that I'm making and the Foam Fighter 23. So that's kind of a basic glimpse at the CAD design that I do. I've been drafting and engineering for, I don't know, about 12 years now in my real job. So it's kind of good to have that CAD experience to carry over into the hobby that I love to do, which is RC airplanes. So let me turn off the camera now. I'm going to probably print out the templates and start getting to cutting. Okay, I've got the 2 prototype designs for the Foam Fighter 22 and the Foam Fighter 23 pretty much completed. Now it's just got to take the pages we printed, cut them to match the key plans here, put them together, and then overlay them over the foam board that we're going to use and start cutting it. So let me turn off the video, start putting the templates together, and once we get those finished I'll turn the video back on and start from there. Okay, we're back. I got all the templates cut out, taped together, and they're laid out so they'll fit on this 20 by 30 foam board. This is the foam board that we're starting to use kind of to experiment with as an alternative material to Dapron or some of the other materials. It's a little bit heavier than some of the other materials, but it's more rigid and it's a lot cheaper. Currently I got this on sale at Michael's. They had 2 sheets for $3, so it's $1.50 a sheet. And for both of these planes, the F-22 and the F-23, we can build with 5 sheets of this foam board. So let me start cutting out all these templates and cutting out the pieces, and I'll get back to you on the video.